the State House. That's where the Senate started debating a bill today banning gender-affirming care for minors. Our Becky Budge is at the State House tonight with those details.
This bill does nothing but harm families.
Rebecca and David Bell are parents to a 15-year-old transgender daughter.
We've been fighting the battle for like 10 years to make sure we keep her health care available to her.
A fight that has failed to stop legislation that barreled through the House and is now being debated in the Senate. Dubbed the Help Not Harm Bill, it would ban minors from undergoing gender transition procedures, including surgeries, hormone therapy, and puberty blockers. It also prevents school officials from withholding a student's chosen gender identity from legal guardians.
We shouldn't have to fight what the medical institutions are telling us is the right thing to do by legislators that aren't doctors and don't have medical experience.
An estimated 3,700 transgender youth under 18 live in South Carolina. The state chapter of the American Academy of Pediatrics says surgeries aren't being performed in South Carolina. However, Republicans who back the bill argue it would protect vulnerable children from what they say is experimental health care.
The main reason for this bill is to protect minors from making life-changing decisions that can have harmful and irreversible effects, decisions that are not age-appropriate, even with parental consent.
Under the bill, providers can gradually taper off hormones or puberty blockers with prescriptions ending by January 31st, 2025. The Bells say they'll be forced to travel out of state to get care for their daughter if this becomes law.
At the end of the day, this isn't going to stop families from providing for their families and their kids. What it's going to do is just make it harder for them.
The Senate is expected to vote on the bill Thursday. Reporting at the State House, Becky Budge, News 19 WLTX.
And if signed into law, South Carolina would join 24 other states that have passed similar laws, including nearby North Carolina. And as you may recall tonight, this is the first time lawmakers have taken up bills centered around transgender youth. 2 years ago, the governor signed a bill requiring transgender students to compete in sports with the sex listed on their birth certificates. It does not prevent transgender boys playing on boys' sports teams. Before the law was passed, the South Carolina High School League had strict criteria on eligibility for transgender athletes.